Welcome. Long time no see. How you been? Sorry, I'm just getting things set up because I started a bit early. Oh, man. Still feeling like a bit congested, but I'm feeling a little better. Apparently, it's like, I don't know what it is, but it's like every time I get sick, like beforehand, everyone that I know of, like, just starts getting sick. And I don't even go anywhere near them. Even some people in, like, Nexas are starting to get sick, and I'm like, oh boy. So, it's like so weird that I get something early, and then everyone else is like, you know. Oh. Well, hopefully y'all stay healthy out there. Yep. Again, it's probably allergies and bullshit. It's like the weather's just been changing like nonstop, at least for my case. But we'll just see how the weather's going to be for the next few years, I guess. Not few years, what the hell. Next few days. Oh, yeah. Hey there, Nikos. How's it going? Hey. Man, you always act like you haven't seen me in like a year. But I love the hype, though. I love how you're always happy to see me. As I blow my nose. Thank you. We'll wait for like 9 minutes, but the topic what we're going to be talking about is, what's it called? Me having contingency plans against serial killers that are fictional. So anything that you can think of. I already have some at the top of my head that I want to do, but think of any fictional serial killers. A nuke? Oh, already ahead of you, bud. I'm just kidding. I knew you were going to say something like that. Nah, I didn't really. I'm not always ahead of people, unfortunately. Yeah, sorry if I'm a bit quiet. I'm just getting things set up here. Yeah, I hope everyone's doing well today. Here, I'll have my Twitch up. Just give me a sec. Hello there, Michael. Welcome. Hopefully you're going to stick around for a little bit. Last time you just gave me a pen light, then dipped. But stick around for a little bit. Maybe I want to get to know you a little bit. But I did start a bit earlier, so that's kind of your hobby. Oh, gotcha. Hidden runs. I understand that. I'm an assassin. I understand that completely. So, but I appreciate you, though. But yeah, I started a bit early, so I'm just getting things set up right now. For today's topic, we're talking about contingency plans that I can make against serial killers. Like a way of stopping them, or like just hold them if I can't kill them. So, I already have like some lined up, but when we have more people in here, hopefully they'll give me some ideas of some of their favorite serial killers that they watched growing up. Flirt with them, and when they're confused, stab them. Wait, you think I have that much riz? I can't just like riz my way into everything, dude. It's not 100% success. You can if you believe. I love that. I love that. And you're absolutely right, but in that case, what's the point of me being an assassin? I'll just be like a scout or something. Be like, hey, baby, are you a knife? Because you're looking sharp. Yeah. Then you stab them. It's romantic. Yeah. Again, apologies for not talking too much. I'm just getting things set up. Things will get more interesting. Totally not murder. Oh, okay. Whatever you say. I have to keep my eye on you. Yeah, let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. Yeah, now I'm keeping my eye on you. I've only killed several small children. Oh, man. Zodiac Killer. Oh, man. Oh, damn. That's a big one. I don't really know too much about him, but maybe I'll do some research. There's, like, some that I'm kind of knowledgeable of, but then there's some that I'm not so knowledgeable of, just only based off of the name itself. So maybe we'll delve into these people, like do a little history lesson, and then from there we'll have, like, a little contingency plan, in case not a lot of people know who these people are. They don't count as people. Oh my gosh. What, only half is a person? Nothing monsters. Oh man, y'all are something else. I mean, I don't blame you. Truth be told, though, it's just about how they're raised in the end. That's how it is, honestly. Well, most of the time, I should say. It's about how they're raised most of the time. As much as I hate to admit it, not all the children are monsters. Hello, Reina. Welcome. Nice to meet you. I don't think I've ever met you before. It's a pleasure meeting you. If it's real cases, I think the Junko case and the Yuna case. We can also do non-fictional, but I'd rather keep things fictional at first. But I would love to delve into, like... Oh, okay, Reina. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you. Have a good rest, okay? But yeah, for now I want to keep things, like, fictional, so like Michael Myers, Jason, even creepypastas. And we'll just kind of nerf them, where they're not exactly, like, too supernatural, where I can at least, like, have a fighting chance against them. That's why they call it fanfic stuff. So, just into that sort of territory. And then maybe from there, if we've gone through most of the fictional killers, we can delve into the real ones. Take on Cthulhu. Listen, he's not a murderer. He was just his nap was just interrupted. He's kind of like a sloth if he unlocked his killing potential. Oh, man. No, that's actually kind of terrifying. Lunara, welcome. How you doing? Nice to meet you. How are you doing? Did you just unwoofy Cthulhu? No. Baku versus Godzilla. Alright, calm down, everybody. I know I said fictional, but let's keep them, like, 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 monsters. Jeez, man. Y'all are gonna put me into Helldivers next, I swear. Baku versus Sailor Moon. Wait, why Sailor Moon? I've never seen the anime before, but why her? What does she do? Y'all are gonna turn this to, like, a meme, I swear. She has god powers. Yeah. So what? Is she like an SCP? Oh my god, let's not get started with SCPs. Let's avoid that too. Technically, most of the SCPs are world enders. She has god and anime on her side. Oh, true. Baku versus Goku. What the hell? I mean, it has a nice ring to it. Baku, Goku. I mean, it has a nice ring to it. But the fight wouldn't even be close. Unless I'm given prep time, of course. My prep time is only when I have these streams. Baku versus Yujiro Hamna. There we go. That's a bit more. That's more like it in the Baki universe. We're just gonna stare at each other intensely. What, you think you can, Yujiro? No, I just meant as in like I'm a fan of like the Baki series. Okay, let's be honest. Y'all said like Cthulhu and Godzilla. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, Yujiro is like doesn't clear Godzilla and Cthulhu. Like, I don't think it's close either. So that was my reaction. Really? Do you really think Yujiro against Godzilla? Oh my god. I mean, I've seen the anime. Like, I know Yujiro like ended wars and can cause them whenever he wanted to. But like, Baga versus SCP. What the hell? I don't even know like the numbers of these SCPs. I know I know like what they look like, but I don't know Baku versus the Backrooms. Y'all are getting ridiculous now. The World Serpent? Okay, we're getting ridiculous now. As soon as I said fictional killers, oh god forbid. Anything goes, I guess. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I am definitely an underdog coming into this. Oh my god. Hey, Odette, how you doing? Man, they're all giving me Baku versus 300 toddlers. I said serial killers, damn it. I said like fictional serial killers. Oh my god. They're giving me like monsters and like SCPs and like kaijus and jeez. Odette, how you give me one. Which one would you like to hear me do? Because we had this chat before. I told you what we were doing. Chucky. Thank you. Finally. Someone I could just probably drop kick. Because I hate dolls. Thank you, Odette, for being like giving me like a realistic chance. Pray for Chucky, not me though. Oh man. But no, like, okay, the stream pretty much started. So, but I like this though. I like this. Let's keep talking about these. Let's come up with more ideas, and then from there we'll delve into it a bit further. But let's just keep on talking about it. Chucky's literally embedded with cult magic. I've seen a little bit of Chucky. And I've seen the part where I think he had like a kid and with his wife or something. But I'm very inexperienced with knowing. Baku versus Bakurah. Now that's a good fight. But could you beat the nun from the nun? Oh, dude, please, no. Nothing from The Conjuring. I swear to God, if you say Annabelle next, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. Put me in a haunted mansion with, like, all of the supernatural. Don't pray for me. Just pray for me. You gotta give me all the crosses for that shit. Will you consider yourself a senseless killer? Senseless? I don't know. I mean, I always make sure that I kill things in, like, either self-defense or for vengeance or for justice. I wouldn't just see someone randomly in the street and just be like, you look like you pose a threat. Baku versus the kids from Assassination Classroom. Imagine, though. Imagine if I was the teacher and they tried to kill me. Or else I would threaten them not to end the world, but something else that's worse. I only seen one episode so far of that anime as well. I don't know. I need to get more into it. There's other animes that I'm watching, though. I gotta watch World's Finest Assassin still, though. I'm surprised y'all didn't bring up, like, Batman villains. Like the Joker, or, like, Killer Croc, Bane. Baku versus One Punch Man. Alright, calm down. One Punch Man solos everybody. Baku versus Deadpool. Hey, I like that one. That's actually pretty good. Oh, you want DC? Well, not like DC, but just like that sort of like department. Hey, Lily, how's it going? Was gonna say Jeepers Creepers. Jeepers Creepers. Well, let's think of like horror, dark type villains. versus Sonic from OPM. Bakurah versus Damian Wayne Robin. Oh, interesting. All I gotta do is just have sex with his mother, and then I win. I'm just kidding. His mom is hot though. Anyways, but I'm gonna have my notes out here, and we'll do some research on these killers, and we'll have like little ideas. So I think I want to start off with something kind of interesting. Baku still skill maxing era. But alright, let's get this started, everybody. I'm going to have my notes out here, and we're going to get right into this topic. I think it's going to be... we're having fun already. Even though some of our ideas are kind of far-fetched, but that's the whole point of fictional. Anyway, I never hope I ever run into these anomalies ever in my life. But anyways, let's get started here. So I thought for the first one that we can sort of make it a contingency plan for. He is well known. Used to be a trend back then. Everyone thought beat up All for One so you could save Deku from his dark era. First and foremost, no spoilers. I still gotta watch the recent season. Second of all, if anything, I would make Deku probably harness his dark and, not be so edgy about it. So, but I would love to take Deku, Vigilant Deku, under my wing. I think I could tutor him. I think I can. I'm not saying I can fix him, but he needs some tweak. He needs some tweaking. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, okay. So I thought we'd get into this type of fictional entity. Now, are you all aware of the creepypasta known as Slender Man? Amazing. So I figured let's just play pretend, right? That's why I said let's play pretend here. Let's pretend that, he's at least nerfed enough where I can take him. Let's just learn more about this Slender Man and see what contingency plan that I have for him. Now, just because I say contingency plans doesn't mean that I necessarily can kill them. So even if there's, anomalies out there that have, some sort of powers, I want to at least create, a contingency plan for, being able just to, keep them contained. You know what I'm saying? Plan 1. I can't just riz everybody up, Michael. We went over this. It's not 100% success. That's for, missions that I have to go undercover for. Not to, use every time. This isn't an RPG where I have maxed out charisma. Alright, let's see here. You're ruining my fanfictions. You could use the Slenderman tape against him. Oh, true. Maybe I have him go after pages for once. It's like, all right, Slenderman, you wanna play a little game of chasing after some pages? And then this time I'm the one that hunts you? Hello there, Luna. Welcome. Yeah, I know, scary, right? I definitely reek vibes where I'm not trapped here with you, you're trapped here with me. And don't pray for me, pray for the bear. Hear me out. Put Slenderman against another entity and why they're fighting. Kill him. Oh, gotcha. Okay. But yeah, let me just... I got my notes out here. I'm just doing some typing here. If you ever see me fighting in the forest with a grizzly bear, help the bear. Yes. As I quote from Baku. Help the bear. Same with like Slenderman. Same with Chucky. Same with Cthulhu. How about I take you all on a trip to go see the Bermuda Triangle? That'd be a fun trip. A little nice little vacation. I've already been. Oh, apologies that you had bad experiences there. I'm so sorry. But imagine, hear me out. Me in the Resident Evil universe. I'm cooked? Oh, thank you. I guess not. I guess we can just not think about the Resident Evil universe? Alright, awesome. I mean, I appreciate the honesty, though. I appreciate the honesty. How about a witch from Left 4 Dead? Oh, I knew it. I knew you'd say something. Me and the zombie apocalypse, though, I wouldn't have to really do anything if I'm being honest with you. Like, I just hide. Same with the Purge. I say this all the time. It's like, y'all are cooked in the Purge. I wouldn't even help you, especially if you committed crimes. I know crime is technically legal, but I'm not obligated to help you. So, it's like anything goes. Yuta, hello there. Welcome. How you doing? Nice to meet you. Chaotic neutral. I was meant to take that test a while ago, but I really do feel like I am some sort of neutral. But I always saw myself as like an anti-hero. I'm pretty much Batman who kills. Because it's like, what's the point of caging them? They already had their chance. I'm just slowly setting them free into the afterlife. Batman ain't letting people die, my guy. I know, that's what I'm saying, though. Like, he's always just... Batman, every time he sees Joker, I can fix him. Every time Joker goes on a mass genocide, I can fix him. Every time Joker poisons his loved ones, I can fix him. Every time Joker literally threatens to, like, kill all of, like, the whole world, I can fix him. Or the hospital bills will. But no, with me, it's just like, hello, buddy. You had your chance. Goodbye. I'm a Superman hater. Please kill Superman. Okay, let's get into, okay, how about this? Since Slenderman seems like he's far-fetched, let's get into a more realistic, okay, I say realistic, yet I say fictional. This one always interested me, for the longest time, but I think it would be kind of an interesting hunt for the Jigsaw Killer. John Kramer? Gotta hop off now. Enjoy the rest of your stream. Oh, thank you, Odette. But okay, let's just say, hypothetically, for the sake of the argument, that I am during his time zone where, before he got cancer, or just offed. This is like in another universe. Alright, let's just say, like, I'm in that, like, time period where he's still in large. He's still cooked unless he's expecting you. Well, you never know. Don't underestimate him. There's a bunch of, he's actually not too, well, yeah, but at the same time, maybe he will, maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's known some of my other, maybe he works for, maybe he knows a guy who knows a guy, who knows a guy who knows a guy, who knows a guy's cousin, and, like, somehow he just knows the scoop about me. Maybe what happens is he puts some people in his game, and I gotta try to hunt him down, and maybe he has a bunch of, like, decoys, where I gotta see which location he's actually in, under a certain amount of time. Kind of like that one movie in Saw where the police thought that they actually found his location, but really, it was in another location where the games were actually being held. It's like that sort of scenario, where he tricks me a lot. Yep. So, we'll say that he is expecting me, just for this sort of scenario. So, we know that the origin, he is an antagonist in the Saw film series. He is a former civil engineer who, after being diagnosed with terminal cancer and experiencing a series of personal tragedies, he becomes disillusioned with humanity. He adopts the persona of Jigsaw to test individuals' will to live by putting them in life-threatening situations. The way his appearance is, he often communicates through a creepy mechanical puppet named Billy. John Kramer, me versus Billy, who would win? Imagine if Billy had, like, Chucky powers. He just rides in his tricycle towards me, and I'm just like, you fucking kidding me? What is this? And then it somehow just, like, insta-kills me. That'd be so funny. That'd be an interesting, like, collab, though. Like, Chucky and, like, the doll of Billy from, like, Jigsaw. That'd be interesting. But anyhow. And yeah, so let's just say my intelligence is up there. But right now we're going to talk about, I think I played an escape game like that as a kid. And he is often dressed in dark clothing. Jigsaw is known for creating intricate and deadly traps that require victims to make harrowing choices to survive. But unlike all of the killers, Jigsaw, I think the traps would psychologically be relevant to you. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that he would expect me all the time, but he would do his research on me. Because he knows that I go out there and do... Because he goes after pretty much people that kind of done questionable things. And I guess with me, I'm like a gray area. So let's just say hypothetically, for the sake of argument, that he looks at me in a sort of way where whatever I'm doing is not necessary. And thinks I should just leave the work to the police. And whatever I'm doing is just based off of emotion and, like, dumb motives. So he uses that to, like, his advantage, pretty much. But let's just think about that for a sec. Yeah, I'm trying to catch or kill him. Yep. But let's go more into this. So Jigsaw does not directly kill his villains, what the fuck? Victims, unlike other traditional killers. Instead, he places them in elaborate traps where they must face brutal physical and psychological challenges to survive. His goal is to make them appreciate their lives and atone for their perceived sins. So, I highly doubt that I would get kidnapped. I think I would be fully aware of when the pig person comes after me. I'm just being straight up honest with you. Unless I was a more inexperienced, like, younger version of Baku, where I was just now starting my training. But this is, like, prime Baku. Like everything. Like, he's in his prime and all that. So, like, at my best form. But, let's just say that in this scenario, I hear about his killings. And let's just say also that he sends after his pigmen, because that's who he uses to get his victims. But let's just say that he got a step ahead and knew that the pigman wasn't going to have a chance of kidnapping me. So he was expecting the pigman to actually die from trying to get me. So with that being said, let's just say that I killed the pigman out of self-defense, and then I find a tape on him, and then it plays. Maybe I'm such a bad voice actor, but it says something along the lines like, "Hello, Baku. I know a lot about you, but you don't know a lot about me. I don't want to play a game." And then he just brings up about my past and what I'm doing isn't really justifying my reasons and all that. But then we get to the point where he says that he's placed in like one out of the 4 locations, right? So I'm on like a scavenger hunt to try to find this person. But then he also told me that while this is happening, he has victims in there. But how about we make this more interesting? He has in there like criminals that done bad things, but obviously you know my philosophy. Like if they've done like morally bad things, like if they like stole or something, obviously I'm gonna put them down. Hello there, red guy. Welcome. Nice to meet you. I don't think I've ever seen you here before, but welcome. We're talking about having a contingency plan and hunting down one of the fictional killers, Jigsaw. So we're just having a little scenario right now. We're just having a little discussion of how we would proceed with this. So I hope this catches your interest. But yeah, so feel free to stay ahead. Feel free to stay as long as you want. But anywho, let's just say that for his victims, he puts in like 4 criminals, or like just like a dozen, like not a dozen, but like between 4 to 6. And let's say that a mix of them have killed people, a mix of them have stole things, like committed robberies. But let's say that there's also like maybe 1 or 2 that are literally like new, like they just like, I don't know, like they just went into some fights, or they just like got initiated into like the criminal organization. But he has like a mixture of that. But then like the Jigsaw guy, he tells me when I get there, he gives me like a choice. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows that I just like killed them right away based on what they've done morally. So then, that's where he gets me. So then I gotta go on the hunt for him in these 4 areas. But he's only in 1 of the 4, and I'm on a time limit as well. It could be like an hour, 2 hours, maybe a bit more, because these locations are kind of spread apart. But if it's not the right place, I met with one of his goons, because he always has helpers. And then he'll place like a tape saying like, "Oh yeah, round 1, bitch," pretty much. But let's get more into a contingency plan that I would have for him. But that's just kind of like the scenario that I would play out if I were to actually go get him. So let's start with like surveillance and monitoring. So in order to really catch this person, I gotta be able to have surveillance and monitoring. With that being said, we gotta break it down into 2 things. We gotta break it down into the pattern recognition and the behavioral profiling. So for pattern recognition, I gotta be able to analyze the methods in previous jigsaw traps to predict potential future sites. So obviously, long story short, I'm not going to go into it because this is a part of my lore that I'm going to be making in the future with my books. But let's just say that I have access to some police records. Someone inside the police force, they give me some evidence of the jigsaw traps. I won't. Don't worry, Maiko. That's why we're here. We're making contingency plans. But thank you for coming. But anywho, let's just say that I got like evidence and all that, so I can look into these killings. I can look into these traps that he uses, analyze the types of torturous methods he uses, and based off locations, because he does change locations. Sometimes he'll even be a cheeky SOB and use the same location. But from there, I gotta analyze the type of scenic locations. So, like abandoned buildings or something that hasn't really been, visited. I gotta narrow down the potential sites that he could be at based off of the building's quality, if it's like torn down or burned down or abandoned. So that's how I could uh, narrow down the locations. And the next thing would be the behavioral profiling. I gotta monitor individuals who will fit the psychological profile of Jigsaw's typical victims, as they might be targeted next. So, obviously, I know I always say don't judge a book by its cover, but in this case, I gotta start somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta make sure that I keep a close eye on just individuals who I feel matches the description. And oh my god, is that Obama? Hold up a second. Oh no, it's just Nate. Hey Nate, how's it going? That's actually like a mix of Obama and Dwayne. That's funny. But anywho, welcome. It's nice to meet you. I'm Bakurah Noir. We're talking about contingency plans, and right now the fictional killer that we're talking about is Jigsaw. So if this is something that you like, feel free to stick around, like the stream, donate. But other than that, let's proceed. Barack Johnson. Oh my god, what is that? But why does that have a nice ring to it? Barack Johnson. That's actually impressive. Props to you. But anywho, now we gotta get back into this. So let's get into like the trap detection. So again, let's just say that I have charisma and I have connections. We gotta hire technical experts. So what I would do is employ engineers and bomb disposal experts to identify and disarm potential traps if needed. But let's just say that I work by myself. I can try to do research on how these traps are made and maybe make these prototypes to try to practice of how to take these down, if ever I was put in these sort of games. And now let's talk about the safety protocols. We gotta establish procedures for safely entering and inspecting locations that might contain jigsaw traps. So this is where I will start my hunt for him. Even when I know he hasn't been in those buildings anymore, sometimes they're left scathed or unscathed, whatever it's called. But sometimes he leaves evidence behind. And even if it's like a little bit, like blood on the walls or some piece of glass, little bits of evidence goes a long way. So I just got to make sure that I analyze the buildings that could potentially have traps in them. So that way I don't get insta-killed by these traps. Shotgun to the door, that sort of thing. So after that, I got to establish safe zones. Now what these could be is... Oh, wait, yeah. So I gotta set up safe houses for individuals that are believed to be at risk. I gotta be equipping them with advanced security systems to detect and prevent trap setups. And that's a good question, Red Guy. I actually have played Dead by Daylight before, but I normally only play it when it's like a special occasion. I can't really play it like on the daily, but if it's like Halloween or like spooky season, like in the fall, I get in kind of a spooky mood to want to play it. But there's some killers on there that I could entertain the idea of doing contingency plans on for, but we might have enough time to do only 2 or 3. So, right after this one, we will see. But definitely have heard of that game before. So, and think in your head, everybody, of like, who would you like me to do a contingency plan on next after this? Not like, you don't shout out right now, but just think in your head right now of who you would like for me to do a contingency plan for. Okay? But let's proceed now. So now that we know the potential locations and the behavioral profiling of who could be at risk, let's say, hypothetically, that we do run into these individuals that could be at harm of being placed in the traps. So the best line of action would be to investigate and to question these individuals, especially if we run into these individuals that have survived the games, because it happened before. If you've seen the Jigsaw movies, we had some survivors. So I would actually go a step ahead and actually talk to uh, the the survivors to see what their. I know it's like a lot of PTSD, but if they're strong enough, I would like for them to explain to me how the whole situation was, so that way I get like a visual of how gruesome and how torturing and how bad it is. Oh, thank you, Vico. I appreciate you too. Thanks for coming. And don't worry, Vico. No parasocial to you either. It's okay. I know you're a fan. But yeah, thank you for coming. But anywho, let's get back to this. But let's say that I do find survivors and they tell me everything about what their experiences were. Now, here's the thing. You may think that they're safe, right? Because they're no longer involved in the games. If we could learn something from the movies that were released, we have to learn that they're never really safe from the Jigsaw Killer. You know what I'm saying? So not only do I have to make sure that the survivors are okay, but I gotta make sure that I find some sort of proof and assurance and assumptions that these could be the next victims. These could be the next targets. So I would actually call me a madman, call me a dark person, but if I get their consent, if I get their permission, I would set up a trap for one of the Jigsaw kidnappers, like the pigmen people, where they inject the needle or anesthesia into the victims. I would go a step further and the have the potential next victim just be in their house or somewhere to lure out one of these pigmen and interrogate the pigmen and find out everything they know about Jigsaw and maybe potentially his location. And obviously, I would kill them. So, because leave no witnesses. That's how I always do things. So, here we talk about the elimination strategy. So, let's just say that I begin my hunt for this individual. What would be my elimination strategies? Let's talk about the combat tactics that I would have going into this. We've got to break it off into two things: intelligence gathering and direct confrontation. So let's talk about the. Let me first blow my nose first. We're going to take 5 as well. I need to take little breaks every time I talk about this stuff. But hopefully hopefully everyone's enjoying this so far. This is definitely something that I can repeat doing. I know I did something like this in the past where I looked up like tactics of how to go into these things. This is kind of like a more interesting way of putting it. So I'll definitely do more of these in the future because I think I would like to have other people's perspectives on what they think about this. So right now I'm just gonna take a little bit just to rest my voice a little bit because I'm still a bit congested. But I'm having fun talking about this so far. I'm having a good old time. Oh man. And I gotta do something quickly too, so this is the perfect time for me to do it. It involves me having my Twitter out. Sorry again if I'm a bit quiet. Oh my gosh, I have like my phone in the middle and I'm trying to see the tabs. I have like so many of them open. There we go. It's 12:34. We'll start back up at like 12:40ish. I just gotta handle some things. But again, hopefully everyone's having a good day though today. So far, I know my schedule enough where my next break, I'll probably take one on Wednesday. So that'll be my next potential break that I take. And I'll make that well known later. But that's so far what I know about my schedule. I almost put in the wrong day. What the hell? Three more minutes, everybody, then we'll get back to it. Hello there, Brenda. Welcome, welcome. How you doing? Oh, goodbye, Brenda. Oh, who do we have here? Sign-in. Welcome. How you doing? Nice to meet you. I'm Bakurah Noir. Baku for short. Oh my god, and my voice is not doing so hot right now. Where's my water? I need my water. I need to hydrate. Oh, goodbye, sign-in as well. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, that's all done. Okay, we'll get back into this here. I just got finished with having to do something. Okay, let's get back into this. So, where we off, we talked about, let's say now that I found where Jigsaw was. Now let's talk about how we would proceed with this. Hello there, Cookies. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? I am Bakurah Noir. It's nice to meet you. Right now we're talking about contingency plans for serial killers that are fictional. And right now we're on the topic of how I would contain or eliminate Jigsaw from the movie's Saw. And I hope this is something that you enjoy. Feel free to stick around. And not at the moment, but feel free to think of other serial killers that, like, maybe your favorites that you have. And maybe, just maybe, I'll have that be my next contingency plan. But for now, we're talking about Jigsaw. But hope to have you stick around, and let's get into this. So, let's just say that I did find Jigsaw's place, right? Or maybe one of the locations. So, let's talk about the combat tactics. So, we gotta break into two things. We gotta have intelligence gathering, and we gotta have a direct confrontation. So, let's say with intelligence gathering, I gotta use undercover operations to infiltrate Jigsaw's network and gather information on his plans and associates. So let's just jump ahead, and let's just say that I know about his locations were, but let's say that he is established in like 4 locations, but really Jigsaw himself is in one of these locations. But in the other locations that he's in, he has like a decoy or like a fake. Within each place, and there could be multiple too, maybe not like one person, but like maybe like a few. Let's just say that Jigsaw hired like quite a bit of goons to help him out. I gotta interrogate them, and obviously kill them, just to know where his next possible location is. And let's say that I do find Jigsaw. So with the direct confrontation, I want to engage Jigsaw with close quarters combat, and I want to focus on quickly incapacitating him to prevent him from triggering traps. Because obviously from the movies, the guy isn't really good with fighting. He likes using his gadgets to make sure, and you never know. I gotta also make sure that before I do kill him, because sometimes he is the type of person where he gets the last laugh if you do kill him. He is that type of person. So I gotta make sure before I do incapacitate him that he doesn't have any sort of last resort sort of thing. Where if I do kill him, all of a sudden he had like the codes to something, or that there is a bunch of these survivors that he left in the house that only he knew the code to. So I gotta like maybe just confront him, just interrogate him, and make sure that there's no other survivors or victims inside his place, and then from there I'll quickly incapacitate him. Either I kill him or I just cage him, but most likely kill him. And again, we talked about the tools and the techniques. We gotta learn how to disarm the equipment, and we gotta have communication jammers. But that being said, let's talk about some other. So that's pretty much the end of how I would get Jigsaw. So just to have like a little conclusion, but it wouldn't be too difficult to try to find him. It's, you know how they say it's all about the journey, not the destination. I feel like the journey itself would be more of a challenge of trying to find him. But as soon as you find him, it's kind of just a breeze from there. As long as you know that he doesn't have like an ace up his sleeve, then it's just, you're golden. You're fine. You're good from there. Now, I'm willing to take some suggestions here, but if not, I have an idea. I have another potential. I have a serial killer that I potentially would like to talk about. But let me give myself a minute or so here. But what is going to be next is, I'm thinking this one's going to be a bit more like dark and horrific, and a bit more of a psychological hunt more than like physical altercation. But I'm thinking let's try to hunt down Jeff the Killer, from creepypasta. I think this one would be very interesting, as he could be anywhere. So, and I potentially, when I am done with my lore stories, I potentially am thinking about doing these sort of like fanfics of like one shots where I do like hunt down like some fictional serial killers, and just power scale them like enough, where it's like an evenly fought match, or if it's not even close. So yeah, think about doing that as well. Man, coffee cups. Oh, okay, bye cookies. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you coming. Hello there, Yuji Itadori. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? I know, just taking a little break. And then we'll get back into contingency plans that I'm going to make for serial killers. We're going to go into Jeff the Killer next. We just talked about Jigsaw. It was an interesting one. So hopefully this one will be more interesting as well. Hi there. Hi, hi. How's my day? It's not too bad. I'm a bit under the weather, but at the same time, it's just a sore throat and just a bit of congestion. But we're here. That's all that matters. We're here. The show goes on. Also, too, Awen, I'm kind of dumb, but are you on Twitch? Because I'm trying to find you. Do you have like 2 Twitch accounts? Oh, I think I found you. There we go. Okay, I'm good now. Oh man, I'm actually pretty exhausted from that. So we have about like an hour, 13 minutes still, so we definitely have time for like 1 or 2 more contingency plans. Oh man, I'm gonna blow my nose again. Also, oh hello Yuji, hello again. Thank you so much for the gift. Apologies if I'm not too energetic right now. I'm a bit under the weather, but fuck it, we ball, But yeah, as I said before, we're gonna be making a contingency plan about Jeff the Killer next, and how I could contain him or potentially kill him, and the procedures that would go under how I would go about finding this individual. Heck, I'm a little hungry as well. I might get something to eat here soon, but maybe I'll do that after one more contingency plan. Oh gosh. Okay. Here we go. Let me bust out my notes here and we'll get right into it. I appreciate the donations too, Yuji. Okay. I'm going to let my notes load in for a little bit. Oh, man. Okay, here we go. So, let's have a little rundown of Jeff the Killer, in case we all don't know who he is. So, we're going to just break it down of the origins and the character background. So, first and foremost, the origins. Jeff the Killer is someone that originated from a creepypasta. But, we're going to bring this sort of thing into reality of what would happen if Jeff the Killer was actually in my area and how I proceed to take care of this threat. So his background, we'll just go into a brief little explanation about him. He was a normal teenager who, after a series of violent encounters and a tragic event, he becomes disfigured and transforms into a psychopathic killer with a notorious catchphrase, "Go to sleep." So for his appearance, he is pale, white skin, and he has a wide, permanent smile carved onto his face, and he has lidless eyes ringed in black. And this gives him a terrifying, inhuman appearance. So, for his attire, he is often seen wearing a white hoodie, dark pants, and for weapon, he carries a knife. So, kind of like Michael Myers. So, here's how his behavior patterns are. We're going to talk about the psychopathy of it, the stealth surprise, and signature phrase. So this is how he goes about doing his thing. So, Jeff the Killer is characterized by a sadistic pleasure in killing, often targeting people indiscriminately. He prefers to attack his victims at night, typically when they are sleeping, to maximize fear and vulnerability. His signature phrase before attacking, he is known to whisper or say, "Go to sleep." Now, here's his abilities and characteristics. So again, he's known for his stealth, so he is highly skilled at sneaking into homes undetected and moving quietly to avoid alerting his victims. Despite his appearance, he is often depicted as having enhanced physical strength and speed. His psychological manipulation is also his biggest feature. He uses fear and his gruesome appearance to paralyze his victims before attacking. So, he definitely has the psychological traits for it. So, anyone like me could be a little traumatized from it as well, if I'm not careful enough. So, with that being said, oh, bye, Yuji. Thanks for coming. So, contingency plan for Jeff the Killer. Let's start with surveillance and monitoring. So we got to break it down into two things. We got to establish a neighborhood watch and home security systems. So let's say that I did break it down into the areas where he targets the most. I got to establish some sort of presence, but also at the same time, I got to make it known that I'm not there. But for the victims that have seen sightings of him but have not been killed yet, I gotta make it known that I am not around so that he thinks that he can still do what he wants. And with that being said, I'm going to establish home security systems. This will promote the installation of advanced security systems with motion sensors, alarms, and surveillance cameras to detect intruders like Jeff himself. So, again, that's how I'm going to be probably approaching this sort of thing. So, unlike Jigsaw, where I have to find, like, the recent places he's been, Jeff the Killer could be anywhere. This isn't quite easy this time, where with Jigsaw, I could just break down the possible locations. He could be at any house, at any time, and anywhere. So, I gotta just go by the average amount of times he's been at a location. I gotta find locations where it seems like it's not too threatening to him. So where there's not too many cops around, not too many neighborhood watches around. I gotta just like narrow down locations where I would go into the mind of Jeff and think, this place isn't really too much of trouble. I can easily get away with getting away with murder here. So I kind of got to go in the mind of him and think, where would I go to not get caught while I'm doing this sort of thing? So with that being said, now that we established that, we gotta go into psychological profiling. So we gotta break it down to two things. We gotta break it down to behavioral analysis and community awareness. So with behavioral analysis, we got to work with psychologists to develop a profile of Jeff's likely targets and patterns, monitoring individuals who might fit his victim profile. So it looks like that I'm going to have to not only find out how Jeff works psychologically, but I don't think he's quite picky with his victims. But at the same time, he could have a preference. Maybe those that are more at a disadvantage physically, mentally, emotionally. So maybe he goes after people that are at a more of a disadvantage in that sort of way. So maybe we talk to therapists and psychologists about potential victims that could fit Jeff's list of targeting. So maybe like the mentally ill, the ones with post-traumatic stress disorder. Maybe those are the ones that Jeff goes after, the ones at a disadvantage. So we gotta make sure that we know these people, and maybe that's what's gonna help us narrow it down of who he would probably go after. And with that being said, we gotta establish security systems in there, so that we make sure that we see him coming in, and community awareness. We gotta educate the public about Jeff's intentions and appearance to increase vigilance and prompt reporting of sightings. Now, here's my personal opinion. I think it's not a good idea to make this public because you never know if Jeff over here has a phone or has a house. If he sees that people are aware of him, yeah, that'll stop the killings. But you know what's gonna be even worse? He's just gonna go somewhere else until someone else sheds light about this. We gotta make this as private as possible. So maybe only bring it up to police officials and like families of concern. So that way they know and we can just put it under carpet, whatever it's called. So we'll just do that. And for safe zones, we gotta encourage residents to reinforce entry points in their homes, such as doors, windows, to prevent easy access. So again, we tell the families that, or the individuals that live nearby that are in risk, to just reinforce their homes and just keep a close eye. And we gotta develop emergency response plans. We gotta develop neighborhood emergency response plans to quickly alert and mobilize against potential threats. So, yeah, just make sure everyone's well armed and ready for the worst to come. And if it were to happen, God. So for the elimination strategy, engagement protocols, I gotta make sure that I am prepared for this. Physically, I know I could take him on, but Jeff has the psychological advantage over me. Now, I am disciplined, but Jeff is not so dumb if you really think about it. He knows how to take advantage of individuals' weaknesses. Again, he targets people, and I'm not really a perfect individual myself. So, I just gotta be psychologically strong against this individual. From there, it's a piece of cake. And let's say that Jeff does attack during the nighttime. Maybe we can have some sort of night vision equipment to help us get this individual. Oh my god, dude. So that's pretty much the whole breakdown of how I would approach this. Oh man, I'm so sorry, but I'm like so freaking tired. I might actually end like half an hour early. I'm probably gonna use the rest of the stream for Zatsu and chilling, if y'all don't mind. But oh my god, I am like wickedly exhausted. I got hit with like a whiff of exhaustion just now. It is killing me. I hope y'all are having a good day though so far. Also, are y'all still here? Like, say something. I feel like it's just me in here. Can like a soul like just say hi or something? Because it says Nate Ghost is in here, Lily's in here, and Awin's in here, but I don't know if y'all can hear me or not. Oh my gosh, no way. I swear, if y'all can't hear me this whole entire time, I'm actually going to be upset. What do we have here? Actually, I'll just ask this individual. Hey, Micah, question. Can you hear me? Please answer. I need to know, because I don't know if my fans can hear me or not. Micah, please. The fate of my stream lies on you. I need to know if y'all can hear me or not. Hello? Hey there, Elwin. Listen, like, I don't know if you could hear me or not, because, like, unless y'all were, like, sleeping, but, like, I couldn't, I don't know, I felt like a hitch or something. But, like, no one, like, said anything to me. I'm not sure if y'all were just, like, engaged with what I was saying, but I just had, like, a weird suspicion that nobody could hear me. So, but that's good to know, I guess Nate Ghost was in there, and I guess I am going schizo. But no, I couldn't hear, I kind of just had a suspicion. So, yeah, like, I just got a little concerned. But that's good, though. At least I know. But I think Nate Ghost and, like, Lily couldn't, like, hear me at all. So, yeah, it's just interesting. Hello there, Micah. Hello. I just restarted the app just in case, but we are back again. So no worries. And also, I'm going to get myself some food, so I'm going to also take 5 for a sec. But I'll be right back. But I'm very hungry. And I'll leave this on too, so y'all can listen to music. Oh, I'm back. Hey, Nate Ghost. How's it going? Where were you, too? You weren't, like, talking. Like, I was, like, concerned. Like, I saw you, Elwin, and, Lily. Your phone died. Oh. But, like, y'all weren't, like, talking. I just got, like, worried. I'm like, please tell me these fuckers can hear me. No, not fuckers as in, like, you guys, but, like, that's, like, in my head. I'm like, please tell me they can hear me. No, don't apologize. But, like, that's why I had suspicions. That's why I, like, ended my stream. But I think Lily might have just fallen asleep. But now I know it's okay. Right now we're just chilling now, because I just got hit by a wave of exhaustion. So, and I just talked about nothing but contingency plans, but it was a fun thing to talk about. So, yeah. Oh yeah, it was a vibe. Y'all saying I could handle Cthulhu? Yeah, quite the vibe. Let me tell you, those beef and broccoli is a vibe. Baku cosplay? Oh, you're working on one? I didn't know you were doing one. Holy crap, you must have a freaking good bank account for that. Oh, a Pico one as well. Oh, gotcha, okay. I feel like Pico is pretty easy. Oh, gotcha. Oh, what? Okay. Sounds good then. Can't wait to see someday. I would love to cosplay as myself. Jesus, 8 swords? What are you? What's his face from One Piece? Yeah, you friggin' Zoro or something? Man, the man's can frickin' lift swords with his mouth. This frickin' beef won't get over here. Interesting, okay. Do you have like a Demon Slayer sword? Oh, gotcha, okay. Well, I'm glad that I have at least one of your weapons, which is a katana. You just need gun. But like, a cosplay one, obviously. Oh, jeez. The funny part is I gave away 2 swords as well. Oh, that's sweet of you. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Oh, that stinks, man. So I'm just eating right now. Alright, good. If everything... I will say this, though. Since you've been here for the longest time, do what you want with this information, but... How should I say this? Saturday, there might be a potential collab, so just look out for an announcement tonight. Maybe. It's a maybe. It's really just, I gotta get permission from management to see if they're good with it, and after that, I'll post a little thumbnail. But that's all I'm gonna say for now. It's so funny, everyone wanted me to, stream, a lot later. And, I don't know, I guess everyone's just, busy today. That's why I did it a lot later. I normally would have just done it, in the morning, but I'm kind of glad I did it later on, because I was more productive with my day. And I don't have to do all that stuff later on. The king of AniLive. Oh, I appreciate you. Again, it doesn't matter how many people I have in here. All that matters is that I have at least a soul in here. So I'm not just talking to the voices in my head. Alright, almost done with this. Holy fuck. I'm glad you like this music. I was trying to look for something that was kind of like an interesting vibe. Hey there, Kenji. Welcome. Another hand has touched the beacon. I'm just kidding. Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm guessing you're from South Africa? Kudos to you. Represent your country. see, Olympics is coming up. I'm kind of a sporty guy myself. Hope they do well in some of the games. Obviously, Team USA for basketball. Yeah, I'm a rugby player and soccer player. Oh, sweet! I was a footballer too. But I don't think a lot's going to be going on during the Olympics because usually they don't send their best players because sometimes it's during like the season, and we just got done with the Euros and we just got done with the Copa America, so I think they're going to be too exhausted. So they're probably going to send in like their third or fourth string. But sometimes it's a gem. I watched Neymar when he won the gold medal against Germany. I think what it was like 2016 Olympics in Brazil. But yeah, it's really cool to see. I'm Canadian, so I'm hoping my guys do pretty good in the Olympics. And of course, like the girls too. But just good luck to them. Magic Shine Anderson, welcome. How you doing? We're just chilling right now. I know I said on my stream we're going to be doing like some contingency plans, but I wish I could just change the freaking title of this, but I want to just leave and join back. You heading home on the train? Awesome. I love traveling. I like going on planes. I like going on trains. When I was in college, I used to always travel by train. And it was just interesting. It was very peaceful, very relaxing. When there wasn't that many people on it. But yeah, it's really nice. Ren, hello there. Welcome. I usually speak and Brazilian girls are baddies. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. But yeah, nice to have you on here. Is this your first time on AniLive? Because I've never seen you around before. I hope South Korea does well for my dad's sake. Oh, gotcha. Well, I welcome you all to the lovely app of AniLive. I'm Bakurah Noir. You call me Baku for short. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Anderson. But yeah, if y'all enjoy... I'll be right back. Okay. But yeah, if y'all enjoy, like... What do you call it? If y'all... Man, I'm not really myself right now. If y'all enjoy this type of content, if y'all enjoy my model here, I'll even show my full body here. This is what I look like. I'm an assassin, and I'm also a fashion model. Right now, we're just chilling. Welcome, fresh meat. Oh my god, what are you, like the orcs from Mordor? Welcome, maggots. I would be out for longer, but I hurt myself, so I'm heading home. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Anderson. I hope you heal, okay? Hope you recover. Oh, hey there, Tethra. I see you in the Twitch there. Thanks for stopping by. We were talking about fresh meat. I'm looking at someone who's fresh to meat. That's actually funny. You're always lurking? Oh, yeah, Tethra. Yeah, right now we're just chilling. We were talking about contingency plans, but I just had like a wave of exhaustion just hit me. So, oh, fresh meat. Oh, I'm sorry. This meat ain't free, you know. Comes at a cost. Your life. I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's going to take a lot hard. It's going to take a lot more than that. I see Teth Pookie. Oh. I'll give you someone's body parts. No, I don't need them. I'm good. I don't need body parts. I'm not that type. I'm not General Grievous where I collect things. Another body parts you add to my collection. Some, like, fantasy people are so weird. They collect ears as, like, a necklace or, like, fingers. You sure, even if it's from someone you know? Well, it depends. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm just serious. It's like, you never know. Like, what do you mean someone I know? Someone I know that I want dead? Someone I know that, like, I really like? Why would I want their body parts?
No matter where you find yourself, no matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life, underneath it all, it's actually all right. You're okay. You have more power than life gives yourself credit for. going on in your life right now?
Just someone you know who will get chopped up into pieces and sent to you. Oh, okay. Appreciate you having some sort of
I'll remind you.
organization to it, I suppose. I watched a movie that was like similar to this. It was called I think Seven, like just the number 7, and it had like Brad Pitt and Morgan Freeman in it. The lame body parts. Oh my god. Imagine calling someone's parts lame after you kill them and they see in the afterlife. Like, no, it's not lame. Okay, Nate Ghost. Take your time. Still here for like another half an hour. Can you get their toes and fingers in ears? What the hell? Interesting. I mean, I don't know. Some people might be into the toes, so there's some people you may think that's lame, but some others, they might think it's a jackpot. Especially if you keep the whole foot. It depends who you're sending them to. That's what I get. What the hell, why? I never agreed to this. Are you just doing it as like a hobby, or do you expect like a price for it? Not that I'm interested, but it's like, what's like your motive behind this? The perfect person. I was talking to them on AniLive yesterday. Oh, alright, I think I know where this is going. So you get their oh. Wait, was it a streamer, or was it just some soul on AniLive that was talking? A streamer? What the hell? No, I can't just do that to my coworkers. Or else, you know, they're gonna expect them missing, and if they see me with the parts, they're gonna expect me. But of course, I don't think anyone would be surprised about that for some reason. Yep, you get Kenzo's body. Kenzo, no! What? Not him. What the hell did he do? He just sends you messages. Messages. What the hell? Messages. He's pretty much like Discord or something. I don't know. He's this messenger fox. What did he do to you? Did he reject you? Was it a heartbreak? It's not really a good motive after all. Hey there, Zashi. Welcome. I haven't seen you before, and I can definitely tell that's a reality avatar. Just from looking at it from a distance. I met another reality, what do you call it, character, though, that came in here. If you know Konashiba, has about 40,000 followers, I believe. But she was in here a week ago, and she was actually the first one I joined. I was actually the first one she joined, so. But it's nice to meet you on here. I'm guessing that you also are new here as well, unless you joined others as well. Also, my name is Bakurah Noir, Baku for short. Chopping their body yesterday. Oh my god, Anderson. You are, you're threatening, but I joined others, but first here for you. Oh, thank you. Oh wait, why did I read that wrong? But thank you very much for checking me out. Right now we're just chilling, but earlier we were talking about like contingency plans of how I can hunt down and contain serial killers. But right now I got hit with a wave of exhaustion after so much talk. What do you give me those eyes for? Are you behaved? Am I gonna have to hunt you down? Huh? I mean, you're only a local dragonfish. What could you possibly do wrong? I'm not here. Oh, really? Who am I talking to then? I'm looking right into your soul, you know. You better be behaving. You see this sword I have behind me? And you see this gun I have on me? I can just flip a coin, heads or tails, and whatever I could choose, that's what I'll use. But other than sounding psychotic, I only go after those that have done very bad things, very bad moral things. So as long as you're innocent, good. That's good to hear, Zashi. Keep being innocent, okay? Keep being good to the world. Be good to your community, and I hope that you're good in your streams as well, because I know that you're a VTuber as well. So, yeah, but glad to have you on here, though. Glad to have you on board. I barely stream anymore on there. Oh, yeah. I definitely have quite a bit of friends that are on that app, so I definitely understand your reasoning for backing out of it. But I hope this is kind of like a change of pace for you. Just explore, other opportunities, find other communities. So I appreciate you, though, checking out this app. Not like on behalf of like everyone, but just me personally. I can protect Kenzo from you. What did Kenzo do to you? What's with the whole rivalry between you two? Why do I gotta protect you from Kenzo when you said that you're going to take his body parts from him? Yeah, it seems like a good app, but it's more chill than reality. Oh yeah, yeah. Based on the things that I was told on there, yeah, very unhinged, very unhinged. But I'm not sure if you know this as well, but I am, well, along with others, a part of a corporate agency known as Reality. So obviously, we have a routine, we have a schedule, we have topics. We're not just here telling you that we're just going to be big chillin' and just putting in our titles, deep voice, come try to entertain me or something. We ain't all about that stuff. We ain't all about those clickbaits. We aren't all about those what do you call it? Model checkups, whatever ratings, yeah, model ratings. We ain't here for the AFK streams. We ain't here for the sleep streams. We ain't here for the deep voice streams. We ain't here for the uwu memes. So yeah, this is totally different. A lot more organized. Nothing. I'm just messing with my 2-year-long friendship with Kenzo. Oh, so okay. That's completely different now. Understandable. Understandable. So you're only threatening him because you're his friend. Wow, the friendships. The call out is crazy, Buck. Listen, that's just what I always see, what I used to be on that app. I was a different identity back then. I'm not going to say who I was back then, God forbid. But that's just all I saw on that app, man. Just deep voice. Come chill. Try not to be blushed. Hit pickup lines. Donate me things. I'll say whatever you want me to say. And that's like, oh my god. Oh, he's used to you being like that? Oh, it's still going? Oh, thank you. I'm so glad I don't have to worry about them changing their ways. Wow. I'm so flattered that there's so many people that are just all doing the same algorithm, expecting to get the same thing. Oh. So, oh man, I'm just glad I'm not on there anymore. I mean, like, I'll be honest, it's an interesting concept, but I think the people just ruined it for just putting in titles because they can get away with it with their avatar. Because people on there get a huge turn on when they hear a woman's voice or a man's voice. That's how you can tell that they never touched grass in their whole entire life, is when they get a turn on for that sort of thing. Not to call out anything, but like, this is usually the expectations of people's fantasies and imaginations go down the gutter. But I mean, whatever pays the bills, I suppose. None of that BS. Got you, Nate. Funny, I met my boyfriend in reality. I feel like everyone met their significant other online on that app. No, believe it or not, reality used to be a dating app. That's what I've been told. I mean, I see it. There's a lot of reality families on there. Just like, yeah, I got like 30 children. And one's like in his 40s, and I'm like 19. It's like, what the fuck? That's so crazy. It's like just as bad as like Roblox roleplay stuff, bro. A friend of mine quit because of the dating. Yeah, there's so much drama, man. Like, ugh. I'll be honest, like, I was just bored. Okay, let's be honest. My whole entire VTubing experience and journey to where I'm at now, I was just a man that was just bored and had nothing else to do with my time, and I wanted more gaming friends. And look where I'm at now because of that. A freaking corporate VTuber, trying to make more friends because I don't have other friends that I used to have anymore. So I'm back at square one, apparently. Unfortunately. We love you, Baku. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad I found more fans and more friends. I'm glad to see that. But yeah, Zashi, just to get to know you since you're another fellow VTuber, do you do other stuff off of reality like YouTube or Twitch, or maybe you post some content on like Twitter, or are you just literally just reality? Like, don't worry, I was like that too. I never did any of that fancy crap. I didn't even know what an OBS was. So, don't worry, I'm literally like an amateur. Oh, cool. Do you use like the OBS system? Do you have like a model? Or do you just like use your reality one or maybe PNGs? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Anderson. I hope you get more friends from all these experiences you've been having. No, I don't use nothing. I'm still new. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Like new. Okay, well, that's good to know. But definitely explore like what the world of VTubing is like. As much as I hate to admit it, it's more than just on a reality app where you find everyone else having VTubing families. Um, a lot of my friends too, for some reason, they all come from VR chat. I don't know if VTubing is for me due to my social anxiety. Oh, trust me, yeah. Like, I'll be honest though, I never really got that because I was always a man that had nothing to lose. So I didn't really feel too much pressure with my debut and everything. So, but I would just say this, Sashi, just do whatever you like doing. Don't you don't have to like label yourself or put yourself out there for the whole world to see. Just do things at your own pace, okay? Do things at your own pace. Because that's what I took a break from that app of collabs and such. Oh yeah. That's like the thing as well. But that's what got me sort of here. I got scouted off of reality too from the agency. But I did things like back then I had my own Discord server, you know? I mean, who wouldn't on reality? That was like the place to connect with people. I would always tell people I would always tell people like, "Hey guys, I'm about to collab. Hey guys, collabing. Hey, I'm still collabing." Or I'm about to start the stream. Starting stream here soon. Starting stream in like 1 hour. Starting in like 15 minutes. Starting in 1 minute. It's like, oh my god. I got so tired because I was the one that was setting expectations on myself, and I was the one that was making myself tired. So henceforth, I just decided that I'm just gonna do it at my own pace. Like, it's a pro and a con. Like, the biggest pro of giving people an average time of when you're gonna do streams, they'll just know when to look out for you. But the con is that there's an expectation, obligation, whenever you really don't feel like streaming. You have to force yourself to stream. But if you just do things at your own pace and just, let people know that you're streaming ahead of time, then you just feel like that you are in control of yourself of when you can stream. So I guess that's just my advice for you. That's why I don't want to go into an agency. Yeah, no, trust me, like, not all agencies are like that. Not that I'm knowledgeable of it, but each agency has like their own philosophy. But I don't have like a whole schedule. I used to have like a weekly schedule, but my life is so unpredictable. But at the very least, it's like all you gotta do is just let your fans know like ahead of time, like a day before. And if you follow me on Twitter, no, we can't do that on here, unfortunately. It's still a new app. There's still a lot more things we gotta add on here. That's why we use Twitter as our main platform for announcements and such. But if you click on my account, my Twitter should be on there. But that's where I post announcements. No, we can't do schedules either. No. Only on Twitter. This app is too new for that. I wish, though. That'd be great. But I wouldn't use it either way because my life is unpredictable. And I just like letting people know like a day beforehand. So that's just what I've been doing. I used to do weekly schedules, but my life got a lot more complicated, so that's why I just that's why I just do it whenever, and there really was no difference. Oh yeah, 100% Sashi. Like obviously it's recommended that we do have a schedule, but as long as you just communicate with like your agency, and I talk to management all the time, as long as you just communicate with your audience and you communicate with your fans, all that matters in the end is that you stream and you put in the hours, you put in your work. But all that matters is that you just have that communication with them. You don't even need to make it like that lengthy. Just let them know like the time you're doing it. Like if you want like some advice or examples, just look at my Twitter and you'll see that I always just put like an announcement. I say what the announcement is, I say what the stream topic is, and if I need to, just put in like a side note. Maybe if I'm not going to do the stream another day. Hey there, Blank, how's it going? Nice to see you, Hope you're doing well. We're just chilling right now after talking about a lot of contingency plans. But maybe for next time, if you join a bit earlier, you can stick around for that. But I'll definitely do it again some other time. Yeah, again, like I'm so bad at giving advice though, because I'm someone that came from that I never wanted to do this in the first place. I just wanted to play games with people, literally. What about the other people on here? Gaming with them is a must. So are you asking like if it's a must that we have to play games with them? No, absolutely not. All that matters in my agency that I'm at least in is that we put in our hours on the AniLive app. That's all that matters. We just come on here, we put in our time, and then we're Gucci. But all the other stuff, we can do that as an optional thing in order to promote and network with other VTubers. Oh, don't be nervous, Ashi. It may seem intimidating, but you just gotta have the utmost confidence in yourself, and not only confidence, but you just gotta see this as like a hobby. If you see this as like a job that you just always want okay, it's one thing if you're doing things like on the side, if you're doing like commissioning, or if you're like a video editor or something, but if you have like nothing else that you're doing in your life and you just want to be a full-fledged VTuber, it's a sacrifice. It comes with the territory. The thing with being a VTuber, you gotta have consistency. You gotta be able to put up consistent numbers. Now, you're allowed to have breaks for as much as you want. But if the agency realizes that you've been dwindling a little bit and you go MIA for like, let's say like a month or two, like me, they're gonna be worried. But with these types of agencies, I'm not talking about mine. I'm just saying like in general. It's all about communication. And if you're afraid of being judged, don't worry about that because management, they do their job is to make sure that they don't judge and understand you. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they're in that job in the first place, not to judge you, but just to get an answer so that they know not to panic whenever you decide to go MIA. This would probably be a hobby since I do photography. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I do quite a bit myself. My life is unpredictable, so I definitely just see this being like a side job, which is going pretty well so far. Oh, gotcha. Okay, Anderson. But I don't know, like you just gotta have that talk with yourself, Sashi. But I will say this: I don't know what type of streams you do in reality, but you gotta have some sort of like topics to talk about. You can't just talk to chat. Okay, well listen. there's times where you can get away with that because we have quite a bit of some people that just you're allowed to have those days. Those days to me are like rainy days, where if you have like nothing really planned, you could do that. But depending on the model that will be given to you or that you decide to represent as, you sort of have to be willing to role play a little bit. So definitely think about like topics and ideas that you want to talk about, but also goes in with, your style. So, like, for example, you said you want to do chill chats, right? And you're a local dragonfish. Maybe say things like, hey, come chill with me at my pond or something. Hey, like, come check, like koi fish pond ASMR or something. And just use like music like in the background like I'm doing. Like have like the ocean or something. But just do what you usually do, but just make it of like a theme. It's kind of like the holidays, am I right? You do the same things, but it's just more festive. Like just think of it like that. And yeah, there you go, just like that. So you don't have to change the way that you are and the things that you do. Maybe just have a bit more decency, and just a bit more professionalism. But other than that, it's like you're allowed to say like some dark humor, this and there. But you just got to remember that you're representing your brand. And if you say like anything political or anything like very controversial, you're going to be in a lot of heat. Family friendly? Also, okay. Yeah, I just realized that. I mean, I'm giving advice. Wow. Well, I don't know. I'm just speaking like my behalf. So it's just, I try to really make sure, like, when people say they want to become a VTuber, it isn't what they think it is. Like, if they think it's easy just looking at people and just striking a conversation, oh, buddy, you're in for a treat. I mean, not to, but listen, it's not that I'm being an asshole saying that it's a hard job. I'm just giving the reality of the job. See what I did there? Oh, man, I'm going to commit seppuku after this. Anyways, but yeah, I got to give truth to what it's actually like. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you for the sarcasm. I know. Yeah. Quite the character. I know. So, personally, it's all about personality more than looks. And I know I have the looks for it. I'm not gonna brag, but I know I look good. But like, I'm not gonna brag about it. But you just gotta have the personality for it. You gotta find a reason why people want to join you. And let's be honest, um, I think people like me because of my style and the fact that I'm pretty truthful with what I say. I say what's on my mind, and sometimes I can be a bit dark. The voices in my head and my intrusive thoughts usually win. So, yeah. Hello there, Meowsers. Welcome. Nice to meet you. But yeah, I hope that kind of helped you, Zashi. And actually, I'm willing to be open. My DMs on Twitter are always open if you have any more questions. I'm always willing to help out potential VTubers. Now, it doesn't mean all of you spam me with VTuber questions, but it's just like, oh, you followed me? Hey, okay. Let me take a look, shall I? And let me have my computer out. But yeah, how are you doing, Meowsers? Welcome. I actually know a friend that named their cat Meowsers. Is it you? Let's not look at my profile pic. I rub peanut. Okay. Interesting. That's the first thing you say. Okay. Off to a great start. Awesome. Anyways, let me just go on Twitter here. Anyways, let's start that over, Meowsers. How are you doing? Oh, okay. Let's try this one more time. How are you doing, Meowsers? How was your day? And choose wisely. Yes? Okay. Better answer. I'm guessing you're having a relaxing, unwinding day. It sounds like. I bet you did. It's just one of those days, huh? Oh, I didn't get a notification that you followed me. Sometimes I don't get them. Alright, see you, Anderson. Thanks for coming. Thanks for liking the stream, Meowsers. I appreciate you. I'm Bakurah Noir. You can call me Baku for short. Is this your first time installing this app, or were you on here for a little bit? Yes, you. Silly. Oh, is my song? Oh, man. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, I'm glad that you joined. Hopefully I am something of your type, as in, like, what you look for in, like, VTubers. This is what my full body looks like. I'm an assassin / fashion model. And we talk about a lot of topics. Just right now, we're just kind of big chilling because I'm a little exhausted. So, yeah. But hopefully you don't mind that. I'll put on some more music here because mine just ended because it's already been like 2 hours. Yes, I am skinny. I'm an assassin. I work out every day. I gotta make sure that I'm very fit to hunt down my enemies. No, I don't think I'm looking at that. I'm looking right into your soul. That's what I'm looking at. Can VTubing on here work with phones? Yes. This is one of them as well, but not anyone can be on here. This is an early app. So, oh, you know Nate? Meowsers? Oh, you again. Wait, what do you mean you again? What's going on here? Y'all have some lore or something that you want to discuss? To the rest of the class? Heh, what I do. You did something. Heh, wow! I'm not sure if there's any other apps that do that though, Sashi, but definitely this one. Hey, I'm Yoshi. It's official. Woohoo! I'm glad to make a fan. Oh wow, I think Meow's just having a bad day today. That's a lot of big words. A lot of repetitive same words. The cost of being king of AniLive. Yeah, it can be competitive, I guess. Who hurt you, Meowsers? Are you okay? Do we need to have a sit down and chat? Sometimes it's best just to let it out, you know? Ah, I see. Yeah, sometimes that can change someone's mood. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes it can change the way that we feel. So Zashi, it's a bit more than that, unfortunately. So what you need is an actual, I'm not sure if you know what VTube Studio is, but you need like an actual model rigged. You can't use reality. But you need like an actual legit, like, because that's where most of our avatars are from, is VTube Studio. And it's an app on Steam that you can download for free. But you need like an actual rigged, like, customized VTuber model. And if you're looking for ideas, there's a website called Etsy, and they usually have some, but they're kind of expensive. No, they do not. All they do is import it into here. You got to give them the model. Yeah, we were given free because we're a part of Nexas. We were given these because we're an investment. That's just the truth. But that's what I'm saying. VTubing is a very expensive investment. I couldn't tell you how much this rigged outfit was. And I don't think I want to say, if I were to guess. But the fact is, yes, Nexus is an agency. AniLive is the app itself. Right now, Nexus and AniLive are partnering for letting them give us permission to be on this app until God knows when. I'm hoping for a long time. But at the very beginning, only Nexans were on here streaming. But now we're opening the floor for certain individuals that have like decent enough rigging on their models where if both parties agree, then they will be announced and their debut time will be announced as well. But again, it's very selective and very competitive with who they accept. So, yeah. But That's unfortunately the case. It's not that easy. In Nexus, yes, we do hire like some riggers from platforms. I'm not going to say all of them, but just know that we have a bunch. But they're the ones that create it for us. So, but for your case, there's a bunch out there. I would go on, yeah, as you saw Twitter, there's a bunch that do rigging for different prices, but you just gotta like know what you're looking for. So, for example, you want a dragonfish, right? So just maybe give them visuals, give them ideas, and not AniLive or Nexus. They're not gonna do it for you. But if you want to be on AniLive, you gotta find the investment of getting a character rigged for AniLive to accept it. So, and some work, some don't, but you just got to make sure it works pretty well. But I wouldn't rush right into AniLive. I would, debut on Twitch with your avatar, and who knows? Maybe you can hit me up for a potential collab someday, and maybe I can be of assistance with collabing with you someday. I'm always open to collabing with people, but for right now, I'm pretty picky with my collaboration partners. But I'll remember your name. Maybe after like a month or so, after you get like a good model, maybe I'll entertain the idea of doing a collab partnership with you. Oh yeah, I did see that too, Nakos. Yeah, yeah. I forgot about that. Sometimes I forget to look at the top because it usually says like the same thing. So, but yeah. I'm gonna end like 2 minutes, everybody, because it's been about 2 hours. I will say this too. I think I made this known, but I'm going to be potentially entertaining the idea. Maybe not Friday, but Sunday. I'm entertaining the idea of doing a 5 hour like collab or a 3 to 5 hour collab. And it's gonna be a bunch of stuff. And I haven't done it before. It's been a while. I've done it on other platforms before, but I'm hoping I have the stamina for it. But it's kind of like the life of Baku, and I'm gonna, just make you go and just have you all go through my routine of what I do and all that. So, like, and hell, maybe I'll even give y'all some fan service of me working out. I'm not sure if y'all want to hear me huffing and puffing, but maybe I'll do a little workout session. Um, and then we can do like just some studying. We can do some coffee time. So I'll if I do that, I'll list off the uh, the themes and the activities and the topics that we'll do, and hopefully we can have like one topic per hour. That's kind of the plan, and then maybe some subtopics. So again, maybe just have one be like a mukbang, have one be like a coffee time, have one be for working out, have one be for like cleaning up the place, dishes, but just like the life of Baku sort of thing. And again, may not be tomorrow, but we'll see. I gotta know my schedule a bit better, but something might pop up tomorrow. But yeah, maybe Sunday, not Saturday, because something might happen on that day too. But it's very close to call. So yeah, hopefully y'all can be patient with me when that happens. But anywho, I unfortunately have to get going. I would love to stay more, but again, still trying to recover, and I am pretty exhausted. Just keep an eye out for announcements, especially later tonight. Um, Also, too, Zashi, what's your Twitter? I can give you a follow because I don't see you on here. Let me look at my profile. Here, maybe you're on here. Followers. Oh, there you are. I found you. I'll give you a follow. There you go. Oh, that's really cool. But yeah, yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's nice meeting you as well. I'm glad to have met you. So, but yeah, okay. Just look out for announcements, everybody, for potential maybe content going on. Thank you all for coming. Have a safe night. And as always, Baku out.